here we go. Hello, YouTube. I'm Sarah. I'm here with Fernanda, Jefferson, and Luciana. This is not a class, just a conversation among friends. We are here to learn from each other and exchange some ideas, okay? And tonight our topic is art. So we are sharing about our personal tastes, some opinions, experiences, okay? So we just introduce ourselves. So let's jump into the first question. Deep and quite open, actually. What is art for you? How can we explain or define art? Fernanda, what comes to your mind with this question?
So for me, it's difficult. I think it's a form that we can express what we feel, maybe. It can be music, it can be a song, a painting, or a movie. I think it's a way to express feelings and express also a way of living. For me, that's it. In general, I don't have an opinion about it.
Yeah, it's quite hard, right, to define. We just know something, I don't know, in our minds, but we don't stop to think about it and, oh, this is art, just this. Yeah. What do you think, Jefferson? What is art for you?
I'm totally agree with Fernanda. I think that art, it's everything that you see, or maybe you can see, for example, but the art, it's it's a way that you can feel. Can you give a feeling to something, for example? So, such as if you give you a box, a little box. Depends of the counts, depends the way that you see this box, it's an art for you, for example. So in this case, it's a box of a headphone. So it's an art. So some engineer or some person try to create a beautiful box and expressive her feeling. In the same time is try to express a common feeling. So it's a beautiful box to every person, or almost to every person. So it's very hard to talk about art, but I think it's something that we can try to define an art.
Yeah, gotcha. That's pretty insightful. We usually think about paintings or songs, but maybe clothes can be art too, style, like you said, very good. Objects as well. Yeah, good point. Luciana, go ahead.
It's difficult to define. For me, art is the expression of feelings, expression emotions, expression beautiful. That's it.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it is like a picture, for example, with songs. We have songs that represent a certain time in history. So that is like you freeze that moment in a way, like people in the future can listen to that song and think about that time or have some ideas about it, So I believe that when we have art, we can kind of stop time a little bit because we have memories, we have a lot of things that involve art as well. So I would say that it has an emotional side in art as well. So talking about this, let's move on to the second question. Is art important for you and for society? So that is another open question, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Jefferson.
Totally. The art is very important to me. And I think that to society is very important too, because if, for example, music, it's a kind of art. So with music, you can express your feeling. There are some words on the music that you can feeling with the music and try to be a better person that moment that you are hearing that music, for example. So it's very important to me. So every day I try to hear some music. Depends of the humor, the moment that I stay, for example. But I try to hear some music to feel free in my work, to try to thinking in a new idea to finish a task, to solve a puzzle, to solve a problem in my work. So depends of the moment, I choose some kind of music, for example, a classic music, contemporaneous music, for example. So depends of the kind of music you have a few in your mind, and try to finish something, for example. So to me, it's very important, the art of music and the art of the draw, for example. And for me, the art is very important to society too, because in the same times, imagine that uh, imagine if we don't have the paints of the build, for example. So it's very common, it's very simple. So when you paint, for example, in a build, you across of the street and look to the wall. Oh, it's a beautiful draw, for example. So it's very important. A draw can change our life, depend of the moment that you are enfrentando, face of, yes, face by face. Oh, that's it.
Great. I think decoration talks about your personality. So if you have empty walls, it's kind of boring, right? You don't have a story there. So it's a waste of space in a way, in my perspective. So you should enjoy it better. Use it in a
Exactly.
better way. And you, Fernanda, what is your opinion?
It's the second, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I think it's important, but normally I have this contact with art, with music and TV shows. But I normally don't go to museums or something like that to see this kind of art. But I think in general it's important in my life and for society too. I think it's important, but I think each person have a kind of art that like the most. Each one have a different opinion about it.
Yeah, that's true. Do you mentioned you don't go to museums so often. Are there many museums in your city?
Yeah, not so much, but I think there are some here in São Paulo. Common.
Oh, huge city, so a lot of options to get to know art, right? Thank you, Fernanda. And you, Luciana? Number 2.
Number two, yeah, yes. I think art it's very important for me and for society too, it's very important. Art is music, culture, the people, their beliefs, feelings, the people is very important for society.
Definitely. You mentioned a key word that is culture, right? It is art. It's related to that. Habits, culture, about the place, not only countries, but even cities. I think each city has a different way of living, different perspectives. So art is also an expression of that, right? So I really like how you mentioned culture because it is an important factor in art as well. And yeah, for me, art is so good, so amazing because I feel like I can relax when I listen to a good song. I can feel better because I'm not thinking about work. I'm just chilling, you know. So for me, art's amazing. But I gotta say that maybe I should explore more other types of art, not only music, because mostly I don't have the habit of going to theater or museums like Fernanda mentioned. So there's more things that I should go after. Maybe I could have good experiences about that, you know. I have to be more open to art in my life. And for society, I think it's amazing entertainment, expression. People feel free to talk about their feelings, and art changed lives for sure because maybe you are not suitable for an office job or anything traditional, you know, but art can make you feel like you have talent, like you know something important as well. So in society, I don't think we could live without art. And talking about these feelings, expressions that we've mentioned already, number 3. Fernanda, can you read this question and share some thoughts?
Yes. Do you think arts have a relation with emotions? Why do you think this? Yes, I think I mentioned in the first question. I think it's related because when someone produce a kind of art, you put your feelings, emotions in this, and that's why I think it's related because it's not possible to separate because you are putting like what is in your heart in what are you are producing. That's it.
Good point. I don't think we can separate people from their work, you know, in this way, because you are not only a professional or only a person. You are both. You are the combination, right? What do you think, Jefferson, about this question?
Yes, I'm agree with the question. Imagine that uh, sometimes we can see some movie that make you will cry or make you be sad. In the same times, you can select a movie, choose another movie that you can be lounge, uh, dar risada. I don't remember how can I say it. In the same times, we need to think that in each movie there are many emotions that you was used to create it to make this movie in this, for example. So in this case, I'm agree with the relation with emotion with arts. In the same case, we can use an example like the music or portrait, for example. Um, when you need to start a draw, you need to think in something, you need to express something. So I need to build a house with near the tree. So in the same time, you need to think, oh, I need to draw a house, but which house? The blue one, the red one, with a wood house or with a concrete house. You need to express in your art, you express your feeling with your art. So that I think that's it.
It is so nice how you give us details, about your imagination. You bring examples. That is great. I think
Thank
it
you.
helps us to understand better what is in your mind. It is quite good. Thank you for sharing. And you,
No
Luciana?
problem.
I think, yes. For example, an artist paint can show sad or joy music, sad music or joy music. Yes, that's it.
Good examples. And colors, I think we didn't mention yet, colors that for me, they raise some emotions. Like, I love blue. It's my favorite color, and I feel peaceful. I feel calm when I see it. But for example, pink, like dark pink, it makes me feel nervous. I don't know why. So I think colors are another thing we can say when talking about art, because it's like a hidden message, and marketing and some campaigns explore this side as well, not only for beautiful purpose of art, but also to make money, right? Because this is how the world works. Money is the wheel, I guess. So let's jump to the question number 4. Okay. Jefferson, would you like to start this question?
Yes. When was the last time that you made art? I really don't remember. In my case, for example, I work as a developer. Sometimes I need to draw an architecture of the software. So in the same times, I need to be creative. So I need to select if a person that entering in a website. So I need to draw on a computer, a person, a house of that person. So I think that almost every day I draw something like architecture of software, but it's not a real art. But the same times you need to be creative. You need to open your mind and thinking what I need to do. So in the same times you need to draw your architecture to see which are problems. So if the person tried to enter in this website and the website doesn't answer the response, for example, and then what the problem. So when you draw it, you will see better than if you want to read the log is a many of letters, for example. So in the same time, you can use art. So I almost draw an art every day.
Interesting. I didn't know. I don't know how the profession works. Now I have a little bit of a notion. Thanks for letting me know about it. And Luciana, how about yourself?
Yes, I draw for my son to paint. I always draw for my son. I have always enjoy making drawings.
Yeah. And did he like it? The drawing?
I liked.
And your son, what does he think about it?
My son,
Yeah.
and 2 years, my son, 2 years.
Oh, it's little.
And yeah, and but he likes to write in paper. He's like to colors. He's like my drawings.
Yeah, it's nice to interact with your kids, have fun with art. When he gets bigger, he can draw better and better. I think maybe it's a talent, right? Who knows? But it's good to encourage the kids for sure. Thank you, Luciana. And you, Fernando. Faye, go ahead.
I don't know, but sometimes I paint, like pinto. Is that, I don't know. Some mandalas with colors that I feel that I should paint. For me, it's a kind of art because I need to think in the colors that I will paint. I know that it's already a draw done, but I think it's a kind of art. I'm not a creative person, so for me it's really difficult, this question.
But why do you think you are not creative? Like, why? I'm curious.
Because I have difficulty with the questions for my immersions. That's why.
No, but after some time, it gets hard. You have to go out of your way to try different things, search inspiration. I don't know. It's not easy to think about topics every single week, and more than one immersion, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think you're doing great. I like your topics. Yeah, in my case, I'm not so creative as well. I'm not an artist, not at all. But I like to write. Maybe that is a lost art. I don't know. But I think words I can express myself better with written words, on the paper. I don't share with anybody, but for me, it's a way to put some thoughts out, to let them out and maybe avoid saying them because they could not be so nice all the time. Maybe they are not so positive or so pleasant to share with others. Don't be scared. It's just some random thoughts, okay? Nothing like murder or bad things, but just some random things. So I think art could be, or writing could be an art, but it's not like I'm making money from it. I'd like to, but that's not the case. Definitely, it's not. So talking about, go ahead.
I'm not survivor with art, for example.
Yeah. Some people say, I want to go to the beach and live out of my art. I would never say that because I would starve. So it's better to be where I am, right? Let's not risk it, right? Luciana, can you read the question number 5?
Number 5.
Mhm.
When was the last time that you went to the cinema, concert, museu, etc.? Could you share who was it?
Can you share?
It's been a long time. I don't remember the movie I to see. I think what my mother, minha mãe é uma peça. I think se last my mother, minha mãe é uma peça. I talk my mother in the cinema and my aunt with me. Yes, I have. I never fun. I never had so much fun in the movie. Very, very, very good. The movie, very good. Foi very funny.
I agree. I saw it too. I think it's been like 3 years. I don't know, something like that, because I remember that I made my presentation of my final paper at college, and I went to see that movie in 2020. So it's been some time, but I agree that is a great movie. Thank you for reminding me about it, because I laughed a lot, just like you. Fernanda, when was the last time for you?
I think it was the concert of Backstreet Boys here in São Paulo. I love it. For me, it was the best concert I went because I like the music of the group, and also they sang a lot of songs, and it was really funny. That's it.
Did you go by yourself or with a friend or relatives?
With my sister, my mom, and my I forgot the husband of my sister. I forgot the name in English.
Okay, no problem. We got you. I've heard about this. I saw the picture actually about the concert. I remember now. Great. Jefferson, go ahead, please.
I really don't remember what the last time that I went to the cinema, but I think that it was last year, the Batman, the last movie of Batman, for example. But I don't remember if I come back recently. But in a museum, I went last year too, in Ouro Preto, interior of Minas Gerais. There are many museums too there, and I like it. So it's interesting museums that explain about the history of the city, about the gold and the history of gold, the history of mineração, the street of the gold. There are streets that liga cidades, follow the cities, the street of the gold, for example. So it's very interesting story. So I like it.
I believe that city is like a museum everywhere, right? Like a historical city, you see a lot of things, even if you don't go to the museum exactly, but just the city is a history class.
Exactly.
And beautiful. I see some pictures. I saw some pictures, I think, this year, because my parents have been there as well. I think last year
Nice.
or 2021. No, I'm not sure when. In my case, I've been to the concert, I think in March. That was my favorite band, that is Skunk. And oh my gosh, I don't have enough words to talk about it, because I had the dream to see them live, but not live in any place, like live in the stadium that is Mineirão in Belo Horizonte. So I dreamed about this moment for more than 10 years, you know. So when this year it has came true, so it was amazing. I felt really emotional, and I still feel like that when I remember, because it was the best day ever. So that's why I love to talk about art and music, because you know it talks to my heart, I guess, and I feel good about it. And I think everybody should go to a concert in any moment. It doesn't matter the band so much, but it is about the vibe, you know, the environment around. It's very good, the energy I could feel, and I wanna feel this energy again in other with other people, other artists. But I think it is worth to be there and experience that, you know. Very good. So, this is the time when I ask you to choose a question. Would you like to suggest one of the questions so we can discuss? Uh,
You can choose.
oh, you are killing the my vibe. I see. Choose. You choose. Which number?
Number 10. I think that we can express more about the art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh gosh. Could you share something artistic that you like as a tip for the others? Oh, I choose this question, but I don't know how can I say about this question. Oh, I think that you share something artistic that I like. Fernanda said that about uh, her don't know about the art, don't like to draw, for example. So I think that a tip that you need to try to draw something that you are uh, thinking in that moment. For example, I'm a very disgusting to draw. But I don't definitely I don't have this ability to draw, but sometimes I wanna draw. So I take a paper or something. I try to draw in the computer, but I take a paper and try to imagine something. For example, I try to imagine some personage. I don't remember how can I say it, but I try to think in a famous and try to to draw it. So, oh, there are big nose. So in the same, I draw a big nose. It's very ugly, but in the same time, it's very funny. So you can increase it with little eyes, a big mouth, and so you can create a meme or a charge that we can see on YouTube, for example. So and suddenly you create a beautiful draw. So it's I think it's a good tip that I did every day this one, because sometimes I'm a little bored, so oh, I need to draw something. So I try to imagine some person and try to create a picture or a draw of that person, for example. So I think it's a tip that I can share. But I confess that I didn't read the question. I choose because it's the number 10.
Just like the number.
Exactly.
It was great answer. Like, we can use the things we know, right? And then inspire ourselves to draw, to make art. Yeah,
Exactly.
interesting. Thanks. And you, Luciano? Number 10.
I don't remember to share in the moment, but I like you advice. Going to theater. Theater is very good. I like go to the theater. Advice for everybody. Go to the theater.
Yeah, we can learn with them how to be less shy, maybe how to improvise. That could be a good place for inspiration. I got you. Thanks. And Fernanda, what is your tip for us?
I would say for you to try to write more. I am trying to do that in the last few months, and I feel that I can don't know, feel more calm and organize my ideas when I try to write some feelings and also write the things that I need to do. So that's it. I would say that try to write more, maybe do a story, make a story. That's it.
Cool. I think I wrote like a book, but I never shared with anybody, just my thing, you know. But it's a secret. It was a secret until now. Now it isn't anymore. I think my advice would be music. It's a great source of inspiration. So if you are feeling overwhelmed or, oh my gosh, I don't know, I'm kind of lost, try to calm yourself and listen to music and organize your thoughts, you know. So I don't know if it is helpful, maybe it isn't, maybe, but that was the thing that came to my mind, you know. Music, it's incredible for inspiration and to change a little bit the course of your brain, to make your focus a little bit more and relax, you know. That's it. So maybe I'm thinking about calling the guys back after one last question. And again, any suggestions, or can we choose randomly? Jefferson is afraid now.
Fernanda and Luciana, you can choose.
Any suggestions? Any questions? Which number?
Seven, maybe.
Polemic question. I love this. I love those. Go ahead.
I read.
Yeah, you choose, you answer. That's the rule.
Do you think everybody can be an artist? Yes, I think everybody can be an artist. As we mentioned, there are different types of art. So I think if you want to, you know, to learn more and maybe have a facility with art, you can do it. That's it. I think it's for everyone. You just need to want to do this.
Yeah, fair enough. And Luciana, what do you think?
I think yes, everybody can, because art represents feelings, and uh, we can all represent it in some way. Everybody represent art some way.
That's deep. Really interesting, your way of thinking. Thank you, Luciana. Jefferson.
I'm agree with both. I think that everyone everyone can be an artist, because I think each person that's own your ability, your own talent. So you can use your talent to be creative and create an art, for example. So if you have a facility to clean a car, for example, so you can create some art inside in your work, for example. Oh, you have a place that you wash a car, to clean a car, and in the same time as you can make an art related with your job. For example, you can paint the wall with some cars and wash and some wave inside of wave. Onda em inglês é wave, né?
Yeah.
The wave in front of the car, so you can create an art, for example, or you can wash a car in a different mode, for example, create a dark pink bubble, sei lá, sabão rosa no carro, for example. So it's an art. In the same time, it's a comic and funny. So you can divulgate, you can divulgate your job with this art, for example, and maybe can attract more clients to you, for example. So I think that everyone and everybody can be an artist in this your own way, for example.
Awesome. You have to quit your job or be only doing this to be an artist, right? You can maybe conciliate with other things, other skills. Yeah,
Exactly.
good point. Just the one that I advice I would give, it's like self-awareness, right? Because it's quite harsh to see people like trying so hard to get something because they can't they didn't notice that they should be doing something else. They should be pursuing other things, you know. So I think it could be like a waste of talent if you are so obsessed with one thing instead of thinking, oh, maybe I could explore other skills. So I'm not saying give up, but I'm saying look around, you know. That's my that's my observation about the question. Look around, don't close yourself to only one thing, you know. It could be better in this way. So I'm calling the others back so we can wrap up this conversation, okay? Does anybody wanna add anything?
I think no. It's a very good subject that we talked about, but in the same time, it's a little embarrassing because it's very good and sometimes it's very hard.
Yeah, a mix of feelings about the subject. I understand. So where are these people? I think the conversation should be great because I'm not seeing them, but that's okay. I'm gonna just share the survey, okay? So you can give your feedback. You can give us a rate, suggest other topics as well. Here is the survey. Okay, let me know how was the conversation, Hélio?
It was very nice. I learned a lot with Marcio and Jairo. Actually, the questions are difficult. We have to think, to reflect a lot, I think. Like the first question, it's a bit philosophical question for me. It's a very dense question, but I really enjoy to reflect about the art. It is important.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the feedback. I got the same feeling that it's quite hard to answer some questions. And the first one, especially, a challenge right away. Yeah,
yeah.
thanks. Jairo, we were talking about the question number 7. Do you think anybody can be an artist?
Oh yeah, that was quite the last question that we were trying to answer. And yeah, I do think everyone can be an artist. There is a lot of things that when someone decide to become an artist that should be facing a lot of difficult situations, but yeah, everyone can be an artist.
Okay. Thanks. Márcio, do you agree with him about this question?
Yeah, I agree. Nowadays, exist different forms of art. I remember now about the street in the traffic light, for example, the people produce art for earning one money. Another day, I remember the man. I forgot the manuseando facões in the traffic light. I enjoy a lot. And the street, for example, about the graffiti in the street, beautiful paint. And another problem about the pichação, but when it's graffiti, the beautiful paint, I enjoy a lot. I think different people can be artists.
Right. Just explore some talents, right? It's good to know your opinion about it. Guys, thanks a lot. We are about to finish. Just remember to click this link and give your feedback, okay, about the meeting. I wish you a great night, good sleep for everybody, good rest, okay? See you next time. And thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.